Well guys, today has the potential to be a very sad day, unfortunately. And I'll get more into the reasoning, but the beautiful Eclipse behind me, one of my favorite cars I've ever had, it's gonna be going bye-bye today. It's gonna be getting sold later on this afternoon, it looks like. I have a very serious buyer with cash, and he said, I don't want to go home without it. He's very excited, so I'm excited for him at this point. So hopefully it goes well. There's a chance that this video will never see the light of day, which right now I kind of hope so, but it's not likely. So I gotta go ahead and take the keys off the key ring. It's a sad task. Another very sad task is go ahead and scraping the Jimmy Cruiser off it. There it is. So I'm gonna pull the last of my belongings out of here. The old registration. I already got the paperwork all set and ready to go, so now we just wait and see if he shows up. Actually, you know what? We got a few minutes. Let's give it one last start up. You're gonna miss it. Well, it's been a few days. I've had a few days to process the great loss. It's honestly been the most depressing car I've ever had to sell. There's a lot of reasons though why I did sell it. I did go ahead and put together a short little montage, a little farewell to the Eclipse. So let's go ahead and roll that now, and then we'll get into the dirty truth behind the sale of the Eclipse.
Nah, that's way too boring. Let's make this one good. That was kind of fun to put together. But anyways, back to the video.
It didn't end up selling, as I kind of expected. Guy was very interested. He brought cash. He wasn't extremely happy with the condition of the vehicle, seeing it in person, which is understandable. But he still liked it enough to stick with his offer. So it was meant to be, I guess. A lot of you probably didn't see it coming. Neither did I, to be honest, for a while. But it's been in the back of my head. The Eclipse was always, like, for the past 15 years, one of my, I would say, top 5 dream cars, and it still is. But you guys might remember when I bought the car. It's been many years now since I've had it. Actually, how many years? I bought it in 2022, so it's been about 4 years, probably, if not 4 years, real close. When I bought it, it was a mess. I didn't expect it to need an entire engine. It needed an entire engine. I had never done an engine job like that. Over the past 4 years, I've done rebuilt many engines and done stuff like that. But at the time I wasn't even sure. I was like holding out every last hope that it wasn't rod knocking when it was 1000% rod knocking. So I don't know what that sound is. It could be rod knock. Bruh. Things have changed a lot since then. I know how to buy a car. I know how to sell a car. And I know how to rebuild a car better than I ever did. I paid way too much for that car at the time, and it's in rough shape. It has rust. That was the big thing for me. Obviously, I knew it had a little bit of rust, but diving into it as time went on, it was way worse than anticipated. I actually started to cut it up, and I was going to start making videos, I believe it was last year, of doing body work and rebuilding the Eclipse, and I started to cut into it. As you can see in the clips I have here, it was bad. It was bad. There was obviously rust hole, but then there was rust holes behind the rust holes. And that's just, it was going to be a lot. It was going to take a lot of tear down and welding to get the car 100%. So even after I went through all the body work, and also it had mechanical issues, the valve cover was always leaking because the past owner, it stripped multiple valve cover bolts. The throwout bearing was making a bunch of noise. Transmission would grind fifth gear pretty consistently. The car had weird misfires sometimes. And there's a lot of things going on with it. Even though it ran and drove pretty much perfectly fine, there's just a lot of stuff wrong that needed attention. And once I got through all that, if I did paint and body work, refresh the engine, new transmission, rebuild the transmission, whatever, I would still have 140 horsepower Eclipse, which, I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's just going to take a lot to get it to where I want it to be. And I do not have the resources to do that right now. Unfortunately, right now, I would rather have the money and the extra space in this garage. As sad as that is to say, yeah, that's pretty much why I sold it. I wanted the money, I wanted the space, and I didn't want keep sitting around and just getting worse. It was such a sexy car. It turned heads. I would get compliments and stuff whenever I would drive it. Making this video, putting together a little montage, kind of reminded me that, you know, we did have good times with it. We got it out there and we had some fun, and that's all that matters. I still want to get an Eclipse again one day, but it's probably going to be a 4G63, and I'm going to do it right this time, but we'll see. If you guys find any good ones in the Northeast, let me know. I'm not saying I'm going to buy a new one tomorrow, but you know, I can't do that. But the next available opportunity, I will definitely get another DSM. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm also working on a video with the PT Cruiser, the Touring, as you can see, kind of a teaser. It's mostly taken apart. There's a reason for that, and you guys will see it soon. You know, I don't want to make empty promises because obviously, you know, I have my priorities right now, but I do have videos that I'm working on and want to put out in the near future. So that's the whole point of the bell and the subscribe button. So you get notified when I do happen to post. So, you know, you've probably already done it, but if you haven't, make sure you click the bell, turn those on so that when I do upload, hopefully it'll let you know. And I have my Instagram down below. I always share when I post videos and share other stuff. I actually post there slightly more often, maybe than I post here. So you can see some stuff there, but that's about it. And a lot of people keep asking about PT Cruiser content. Will it ever come back? No. That's the end of the video. No, it will come back a little bit, but thanks for tuning in for this one. I had to at least give an update on that, but we'll see you guys soon.